Reporting not live from Philly Eagles camp, I'm here next to a beloved Eagle, a legend, a Super Bowl champion, and a guy who's going to play another 5 years.
Well, you know what? As a player, if we win it all, I might have to run it back. But the next 5 years, it could be, on the other side, being a coach.
What are you talking about? Usually when you win, you leave. You could have sacked the shit out of Brady and then said, I'm done. What else do I... You don't come back after you win.
Right. You right. You usually leave on top. But since you're talking me staying 5 years, I'm trying to meet you halfway.
I had Howie, and I said, we got to fix this. We can't let this happen. Kel's flat. We can't let BG go. Yeah. And he got real kind of sentimental about it because you're his first pick as the GM of the Eagles. How often does that come up?
You know what? We talk about it, quite a lot every year, especially this last year. Now that I announced it, so he trying to get me to go out in a good way, and I'm happy with the team on how he put it together, how they all upstairs put it together, and now it's just about us going out executing and believing in the dream.
I know Kelsey has a locker here in the coach's room. I know he's free to come back and coach whenever he wants.
Yep.
Who's going to coach for the Eagles quicker? Who's going to be the first coach, you or him?
Well, you know what? He killing the media space right now. So if anything, I'm gonna try it out here. But then, see how I go. So it might be me first.
It'll be you first.
Yeah, because, Fletch and those guys was out here today, and I don't think Fletch comfortable where he is right now. Yeah,
why do you
say
that? He
feeling good because Fletch looking skinny, looking good.
I heard.
I know for him, I thought he was going to be the one to come out and be like, forget this, I miss it. But, I believe him. He enjoying life. He got other things he got going on. And if anything, like you said, I'm going to have stuff going on, but there's going to be stuff going on here.
Players usually don't come out and say, this is going to be my last year. Mm-hmm. It's very Jeterish. It's very rare. Yep. I don't like it. I don't like that you're doing it. Mm-hmm. But I'm imagining, like, when I'm in a workout class and it's the last minute and they're like 1 minute left and I'm like, okay, I got this, and I give it the extra. Mm-hmm. How do you describe what every moment, even training camp, even preseason, what every moment's going to do to a BG that knows it's over?
That's a good comparison for real because, everything now, even now, you caught me in this an hour after practice. Usually I be in there already dressed, dodging y'all for real. But you appreciate it a little more, being the first time in pads for me. This the first day in pads, my last one. And you can't get this time back. So you really, now that I announced it, you can really make sure that you enjoy every little bit of it.
Which game this year was going to mean the most?
You know what? The last one. It's the one that if we hold that trophy, that's going to be the main one. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to say, anytime we play Dallas, it's going to be one I remember.
You're going to miss those.
I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss those days. So we got to make sure we get both of them this year.
You keep saying, I've been with you for 12 minutes. You've said Super Bowl 19 times. Mm-hmm. What is it about this team that's making you say that?
You just got to claim it. Then on top of that, I believe the dream that they selling right now. The defense looking good, offense coming together really nicely. We got players. It's just all about us making that choice every day because the grind of it. Everybody is pretty much. It's a tight league. You could say you think you're going to beat somebody because of how they lost. It's a week-to-week league, and you can be beat. Everybody can if you're not on your stuff. So I think with us, it's just about us staying focused, executing, and making sure you're having fun because you can definitely see when teams having fun out there, the work becomes more, detailed because everybody's, believing in the dream. So that's what got me confident because, I know Nick is really on all the little details and, he called people out. He's not scared to call other guys out, and I can respect that because sometimes that can slip through the cracks, and that's the one that get us beat in the end. So that's why I'm saying that. But we got to make sure we carry it out by what we do every day.
Your vocal leadership has always been a staple of the Brandon Graham experience. You're going to have to do that even more now without Kels. You're going to have to do it even more now without Fletcher. I think Lane's going to step it up a little bit and be more of a vocal leader. Do you agree? That's what
I was just about to say. You got guys that's going to surprise you because now, like I tell the young boys, hey, this y'all team. Not Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. If this for y'all for the taking, y'all, it start up front. the offensive line, defensive line, whoever, a Landon, you got a Jordan Mailata who gonna be here a while. So them guys need to step it up because, they see what it's like. They see what it took for us to get there, but we got to finish the deal. Everybody felt that 2022 loss. Halftime, we was feeling good, but by the end of the game, we didn't finish it, and that stung. And for me, I want to get back to that. I want to get to that point again, and I know we got to finish that job. And I think with all the guys that we got on this team that felt that, you have no excuse as far as, what it takes. Now we got to decide to do it.
Coach kept saying relentless. You keep saying finish, and I think finish is the word for this team this year.
Yeah, but like you say, you got to be relentless. You gotta go.
Yeah.
You got to choose to do it, and I think that's where Coach going with that. And on top of that, when you choose to do it, you usually end up on the right side of things.
Devontae Smith, I said something about Coach. He goes, Nick. You guys call Coach Sirianni Nick?
Yeah. I know. Hey, you know what? Hey, that's the relationship you got when you connect. When you connect with people, you call them by their first name or whatever kind of name. Nick, Coach Sirianni, Siri.
But then
hey,
it's
Siri.
like Nick, Vic. Don't you get them mixed up then? Because you got Fangio on this team now.
Well, Vic is definitely one of those.
You call him Coach, don't you?
Hey, what up, Coach? Because most of the time, no nonsense, just straight up ball. Which is cool too, because I had that with Swartz, but eventually he got lighter. When we started really doing good, so it was cool. When we won that Super Bowl, that's the loosest I seen Coach because I knew he put a lot into it, and I see the same from Vic.
If I was power ranking scary coaches, Schwartz is at the top of my list.
Oh, yeah.
He's so scary.
Hey, he's serious.
He's so scary. But wait, I had Darius Slay was sitting here, and I said, "Tell me about Coach Fangio," and he goes, "Chill." What did he say? Chill, cool, chill. Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean?
Like you really don't see him yelling. It's more like
people think that.
But he call you out about the details. Then he wants you to work. If anything, we meet as a defense. Hey, this ain't this that's when you hear him. But he ain't had a rah speech. He just more about this is what you got to do. These 4 little details right here. You do this, we gonna be in good shape. And I can take that all day. We ain't gotta be friends, but I promise you we gonna have a good work relationship, and that's him.
Let's go through the Brandon Graham manifesting bucket list for your last season. I'm actually really sad. I'm not believing it. I'm in denial, all of it. What's on the bucket list?
The bucket list is, to lead the league in sacks as a D-line. Because, this D-line we got, I'm excited about that. We work well together. It's a togetherness you got to have, especially if you got your leaders of the front line, because we the ones that's going to show you how this game going to go. Either we knocking them back or they knocking us back, and most of the time we plan on knocking them back. So lead the league in sacks, D-line, contribute as a 15-year starter. I want to go out the same way I came in, strong and lean and fast. And, since I know it's my last one, I'm going to give it everything I got. Then, help somebody get to their next level, of where when I come back and be like, dang, I remember when you was this, now look at you, and I'm hoping that they carry it on by, passing the torch on when when somebody else turn. I just want to show the guys that it don't matter if you or what people think the top is. It's like you can always bring somebody along with you and help them get to where they got to go. And then you still end up benefiting from it because, you need that person in that time when I need them, when I'm tired and they need to make a play or one of us need to make a play. They'll remember, the hard times and the hard conversations we done had together when it's their turn and, they don't look back.
But then you also want to
the last
finish.
thing, we're going to finish. And whatever it is, if it's winning that Super Bowl, which I hope it is, that's the finish I'm talking about, But either way, I'm just enjoying the vibe of the team. Everybody is in good spirits, and, we just got to stay healthy.
Last one for you. I want a couple more. Eagles Autism Challenge, near and dear to your heart. You're talking. I like that you're talking about this, passing the torch, because the Kelseys are super involved.
Yep.
You're super involved. That's the kind of thing. When I think of the Eagles, that's what this place stands for. It's integrity. It's community. It's people wanting to move to Philadelphia or right outside and be part of the community. Tell me about the Eagles Autism Challenge.
Well, it starts at the top. You see. You learn about the organization, about what the owner expose you to. It's this has been something he's been doing because his brother, he goes through it, and you want to make sure that you be there for your boss. On top of that, you know, it's near and dear because you meet certain people over the years that I've met and seen at my all my stuff that I go to, and you know, it just be cool because I know that they feel the connection of just me being in that, and it just takes them out of whatever it is that they going through, because we in a role model position. No matter if you a role model or not, I mean, you got to know that people look up to us, and people definitely want to hear what we got to say. So I'm always, you know, making sure that I'm thinking before I talk, and then in moments that I feel something on my heart, you know, I try to say it other than just hold back, because I mean, you never know what somebody going through, and I never assume. And you know, if something come over me, you know, most of the time I act on it. So that's what I've learned as a vet now. I mean, you better not wait, because you don't know how many years you got, and you don't know how long, or you don't know what you can help somebody with, you know, in the moments that you might see them. So. And
they've raised $22 million.
And they made big money. Every year.
But that's because of you. And I will say, BG, you were just, this is a hard-ass camp. This conditioning, was this your hardest camp ever?
Nah.
No.
I ain't gonna say. I mean, it's a good one, but Coach Reed, I had the real 2-a-days, 2 hours, 30 minutes.
How does this come? People are saying this is so. You know, we got Becton out there puking his guts out. What do you want to say about this camp versus the Reed camp?
Hey,
Youngins.
if he puking right now, boy, he definitely would have puked the first couple of days with Coach Reed, but it was just different.
Yeah.
I got 1 year of it when I came in 2010. Then the lockout happened in 2011.
Are you in that locker room telling these stories like y'all? I had it way worse than you.
Oh yeah. You know, they call me the old head. You know, I don't dye my grays. I let them know that's wisdom when I'm out there whooping on them. You know what I'm saying? But it is fun. This year, I mean, I could play a couple more years because of how practices are.
Hold on.
I ain't saying it like that, but I'm saying
clip it, send it out. No, I don't need to hear anything else. I could play a couple more years. Tell me more.
Hey, well, you know what? The way we practice now, I mean, we practice hard for sure, but it's not the wear and tear that you used to. Like, you had to really prove that you love football back then, and you got to love it even now, but it's way different.
And you do, and you're the best part of the community. They raise so much money. I just saw you. There was a group of like 17 teenage girls just chasing you down to get your whatever you would give them, and you stopped. I watched you. You stopped. I mean, this is a man who just went through maybe not a crazy camp, but a tough camp day.
It was tough
First
day.
pads.
Yep.
First day in pads, and you stopped and you gave them everything that you could, which is why you're amazing, and you're going to make sure that this organization stays that way. And I love my question for when you're a coach: are you going to let the youngins call you Brandon, or are you going to demand the coach?
You know what? It's going to take me some years, but eventually, coach. Whatever else they want to call me, Coach BG or Coach whatever, you know, but that connection you got to have with them in order for them to respect you. So, I mean, they're going to respect the game, but it's nothing like, you know, you got to get that respect as a coach too.
All I heard is that you're playing a couple more years. I'm really glad we could figure this out. Howie, you're welcome. Send me an edible arrangement, a fruit basket. I did your work for you. We'll be back right here on Up and Adams.